www.universityofthewild.org, or you can just Google Earthlands, right?
Exactly, exactly.
So we'll give people an opportunity to know about how they can get in touch with you later as well in the program. So now where do we go from here?
Well, I think
you've got that outdoor
we got the outdoor piece, but there's a little piece that I think people need to know, because so I left the college, I took early retirement, but all my work at Greenfield was to get me ready for the next chapter, which was the University of the Wild.
Retirement?
I'm retired. I'm retired.
I don't think that's in your
No, I am retired. But as Michael McCusker says, we aren't retired, we're rewired. He just said that a few months ago.
Right,
so there was a book that I came across called The Last Child in the Woods, and it's actually the research that shows what happens when children and adults are not connected to the earth. And this is sort of the foundation work of why we need to come back to the earth, because of the sicknesses, because of the separations that we feel. So it was a combination of this and also what was happening in higher education, which was becoming a corporate model, is that now we're starting to see, like Planet U, we're starting to see higher education moving towards this thing called how can we live more sustainably on the planet. And there's a huge movement now to try to reduce this ecological footprint. So partly that was what I think is my greatest gift now, is this University of the Wild. And I know at some level I've been craving to do this for the last 50 years, and now it's finally come true.
All right, so tell us a little bit more about this University of the Wild that you have. It's underway.
It's underway, and you'll see in our little PowerPoint in a little while, you'll see more of the image of that. But basically, to getting ready for Y2K, remember that back in the year 2000, we thought everything was going to fall apart? Well, I wrote an article for Communities Magazine, and the last line of that article was, in the future, we will be going to the Cathedral of the Pines and the University of the Wild. And it was that statement that brought me to think, well, yes, we can go to the University of the Wild. So from there, we created this education program, which is based on 4 principles. It's based on self-directed learning, because we know that by our model of education we have right now, that everything is from the top down. So that the students are the funnels and the faculty put the information in. So the self-directed, as the founder of a number of these alternative schools say that we find the interest of the person, that interest will lead to their self-direction. So it's all self-directed. If you want to become a permaculturist, or you can, that's your path, and that's where your passion is. So the first thing is self-directed. The second is to get with a mentor. And this connection to the elders and the wisdom ones, our society has ripped us apart, and so we really need to get our elders with these people who want to learn that. And they're still around, folks, there, and particularly in Franklin County, my word. Look at Erin Marie Jones. I mean, she's a wise elder if there ever was one. These are the people that we need to have in our circles to help share the wisdom as we go. So mentoring is the third one. The other is experiential. Is that experiential learning is where you experience the concept and you see it applied, not just in a book, because you integrate it by having experience. And the final one is living it in community. We've been so separated, folks, that we have to learn together, and that's where our greatest challenges. And I found the greatest challenge I've had in life is to live in community, because we talk about living in a land with no secrets, and that's where you really share deeply. It's sort of like a one-on-one relationship, but now you have 20 people in your relationship. So it's hard work, but it also is so authentic. And so those are the sort of four prongs of the University of the Wild. And we have 2 ways that we're making that happen. We have skill workshops and we have partnerships. The skill workshops are both on what we call the inner skills, like personal transformation, and the outer skills, like how to permaculture garden and how to grow a forest garden, or how to set up an ecological pavement, or whatever, anything in that realm. The area that I'm working on is working with not with grassroots, but with conventional mainstream colleges, to allow students to come to Earthlands and to the University of the Wild to do their program. So I'm working with UMass, University at Walls. I've had a student that I've worked with. Every Tuesday we would meet together, but we would do it experientially. And I've mentored a lot of students through Greenfield and others, but they get credit for this. And what I found is that the greatest motivation can, once you steer a person into where they want to go. So that's the short dream of the University of the Wild.